Hey everybody, hope you all are doing well. It is now Saturday afternoon, which is kind of ironic because I was trying to get Steelix earlier this week so that we could do the Battle Tower before Saturday. But I guess even if we did wait, we'd still have to defeat Jasmine and Brock, and I don't think Jasmine is actually ready for a battle yet, not sure. But anyway, I did evolve our Onyx into Steelix and level it to level 50. Gave it the Pasha Berry. Actually, funnily enough, the very first Donphin I found had a Pasha Berry, so that was really lucky. It has a relaxed nature, which is actually pretty good. Or not. I thought relax was plus defense and minus speed. Are the colors just different than what you would expect? Let me look this up real quick, because this is going to bother me. Like, is red plus and blue is bad? Relaxed that is exactly what is true. Okay. Interesting. Wow, that doesn't seem like what you would expect. I guess like red is in like lit up and fiery, and blue is like subdued. So, okay, so Cherry actually has lower special attack. Oh, we knew that though. Cyan is even. Olive here has increased special attack. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. And lowered special defense, but higher speed. Alright, so yeah, if it was me, I think I would have switched those colors, but is what it is. Anyway, you probably saw our moves there, so I won't really go into them too much. This might take a little bit of time, so without any further ado, let us enter the Battle Tower. Never lose, keep winning. I like that idea. It's so tall. I wonder how many times my height it is. Oh, I'd say, let's see, how high is the kid? 4 feet. Each story is probably, I don't know, these stories are probably kind of high. We'll say 12 feet, and it might be like, what, I don't know, maybe 100 times as tall, give or take. Anyway, let's go ahead and enter. As I said, I did already beat the Battle Tower 2 times. So we should be starting on our 3rd level, our 15th through 21st battle. We'll do single battles. And the last battle of the streak should be Tower Typhoon, I think his name is, or his class is Palmer. So I'm actually not too scared about Palmer anymore, just because we've really like custom tailored our team to battle his team. So I think our chances are really, really, really good. Not there isn't a way he could win, or things that could go terribly wrong. There's always a little bit of luck in the equation. But I think our odds are very, very high against Palmer. That being said, I'm actually more nervous about getting to Palmer, because the battles are going to start getting pretty tough now, and because our team is so focused on his team, I'm not sure how good they're going to do in just a general overall fight. So luckily it's still a pretty strong team, some good items. I think we'll have a good chance, but I'm definitely more worried about the first 6 battles than the 7th one. So we'll see if that is a founded fear or not. Alright, first we have a cue ball, it looks like, or whatever they call him these days. Biker, I guess. Roughneck. And he has a Midina, okay. So Midina is going to lower Cherry's special attack, which is not ideal. Oh, it didn't have Intimidate, so it did not. Guess it's good that I paid attention. Obviously we have Giga Drain just for Palmer, although we could use it here too. But as we know, Cherry has a lower special attack stat due to its nature. Seed-Bomb will do the most damage, so that is what we will go with. Cherry does not currently have his Miracle Seed. He is holding a Lumberry. But that could be useful in some of these fights as well. And unlike the regular game, if you consume a held item here, it doesn't go away for good. Just like how you don't get experience, or like nothing here is permanent. It's all just kind of like a simulator. It's very much like an online battle or a linked up battle. So after that Howl, Might Yenna is doing a lot of damage. Luckily I think Seed-Bomb will be a 3-hit KO. Yep, just barely. Alright, good job Cherry. Might Yenna is a pretty cool looking Pokemon, but its stats really aren't that great. Nor is its move pool. Hitmontop. Okay, there's the Intimidate. Wish I had Synthesis right now, because that'd be a good move to use, just to see what it does. So, I don't really want to switch in one of my other 2 Pokemon, despite the Intimidate. And I don't know, I think Hitmontop probably has weaker defense. Let's see if we can heal some health back with a Giga Drain. This might do just enough to allow us to get off one more attack, so we'll see. We are faster. Critical hit, okay. About to say it did more than I expected. Counter, oh ho, I am so glad I used a special attack, or that would have been a knockout. That was a total coincidence, but a very happy one. So now I'm going to definitely use a special attack. Counter and Mirror Coat are, in my opinion, two of the most powerful moves in the game. Surprised you don't see them more often, especially on bulky Pokemon, but I guess some Pokemon are easy to predict. Alright, I still think that Hitmontop's special defense is probably lower than its defense. Being a fighting type, I could be very wrong there. Some Pokemon like Heracross have surprisingly high special defense. It does know Aerial Ace, which is super effective, but I wonder if that Giga Drain was enough to allow me to survive this hit. It was, okay. So now I'll go for Seed Bomb. Oh, and it knows Bullet Punch. That's probably going to be the knockout. Yeah, okay. Oh well. At least we did pretty good against it. Now, Steelix does have very high defense. I just don't know what Hitmontop knows. Let's go with Olive. Because Olive is Choice Spect, so if I use like Aerial Ace here, not Aerial Ace, Air Slash here, and his next Pokemon resists Air Slash but is weak to one of my other attacks, I can always switch into Steelix and reset the Choice Specs that way. Cacturn. Alright, luckily it is weak to Air Slash, not resistant to it, so this should be easy. Which is good, because I wouldn't mind speeding things up just a little bit here. Alright, 1 down, 6 to go. As you can see, the battles in the third tier are a little more interesting. I kind of wish I had done all the battle frontier stuff that way, as opposed to just doing the first 7 trainers, and then doing the frontier brains later, but oh well. Better late than never, I suppose. Stantler, another Pokemon that can have Intimidate. One of the best abilities in the game, and a fairly common one. But it used Frisk instead, okay. That makes this a little easier. Not sure how Stantler's stats are. Let's hope we don't flinch. It is clearly faster, and that did a lot of damage getting Stab. I'm guessing these Pokemon are all EV trained, so you can see what a difference EV makes. Alright, I don't know if another Giga Drain will take it out. So I'd love to use a Giga Drain to get some more health back, but let's play it safe and go with Seed Bomb. So I don't want Giga Drain to leave it with like a sliver of HP and then take another Stomp attack. Alright, Primeape. Hopefully doesn't have counter. Focus Energy. It is faster. Primeape has a pretty good speed and attack stat, I think, but its other stats are pretty low and its move pool is only like average. So it's not a bad Pokemon, but it's definitely outclassed by a lot of other fighting types. Alright, even with a crit, that didn't do too much damage. Good job, Cherry. I kind of want to do a Let's Play of like one of the Generation 1 games, or sorry, rather one of the Kanto games. Relin Kanto is doubly weak to grass being water and rock, so this will be a one-shot, despite it's good. I should have used, well, it didn't really matter. And I'd love to do it training Pokemon that aren't the ones you see all the time, that are sort of like B-tier Pokemon, if that makes sense. And I might even do that if I ever do a Let's Play of Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. It'll be a while. Plenty of other games to do first. So luckily, like other, unlike some other facilities, your Pokemon are automatically healed and their items replaced between battle. You can also use your own items, which I guess is only true of this one and the battle hall, the one where it's one Pokemon apiece. So Poison versus Grass, not a good matchup. So Viper I think is decently fast. I could go for the Earthquake, which is a good coverage move, but I think I'm going to be pretty safe switching into Steelix here. Steel has an immunity to poison attacks. Now Swagger, so Viper could use like Earthquake. I think it can actually learn Earthquake. That wouldn't be great, but Steelix does a really high defense. So Confusion is not great, but the attack boost is. If I could survive long enough to... Oh, Aqua Tail, that's a good coverage. Oh, you know what? I have that Pesho Berry though, so that'll allow me to survive at least one Aqua Tail. Probably more because Steelix has such good defense. Let's see how much this does. The question is, can one resisted one and then one full damage one take out Steelix? Plus that Confusion damage. It looks like it can, but not if it keeps hurting itself. You see that even with the attack boost, my self-attacks don't seem to do too much, because, oh, it did a lot of damage. Alright, hopefully Iron Tail will be a one-shot. I do have the attack boost and I get Stab, so I think it will be. Nice, okay, good. I was worried for a second there I should have used Explosion. Torkoal. Alright, so Steel and Ice are not good against Torkoal. Once again, besides Iron Tail, I've pretty much tailored his moveset for Palmer. But let's see if... Oh, we're faster. I didn't expect that. Hey, so Torkoal has a good defense, but +2 attack explosion from a Steelix, who already has a decent attack stat. This will do a lot of damage. Yep. Very nice. Alright, so he has 1 and I have 2. Is that how it goes now? Again, I'm going to bring an Olive just that way if... Well, I guess there's not really a reason to reset the choice specs if he only has 1 Pokemon left, but... Didn't think of that. And Xatu, okay. So Xatu might be faster and could use a Confuse Ray or get a crit, but other than that, we should be in good shape. So please don't crit. Please don't crit. Even a crit, though. Olive just barely could survive a critical hit Psychic off of that Xatu. And with the choice specs especially, the Shadow Ball should be a one-shot. Even without it, it probably would be depending on how that Xatu is trained. The thing about EVs is you can use them to min-max your Pokemon, but there is a min in the min-max, which means if you want them to have high speed and attack, you have to have weak defenses, or vice versa. So, the Pokemon are stronger and also not stronger, depending on how you look at it. Their stat totals are the same, but those stats are just better allocated. And I do definitely recommend EV training your Pokemon if you intend to do competitive battling, but it's not like a Pokemon that's not EV trained has 0 IVs across the board. They're just not ideally statted. Alright, pretty even matchup against Machoke. Luckily it's not a Machamp. As we get a little later on in the Battle Tower, it'll be more likely. But of course we won't be doing more Battle Tower after this. Or if I do any more Battle Tower, I'll reset it and go back to Tier 1 because I really want the BP. I am really tempted though to do a like a series of Battle Tower video, or Battle Frontier videos I should say. Maybe EV train up a team. Maybe once I get done Platinum, which will be I think 2 Let's Plays from now. I might train up that Garchomp, Heatran, Gyarados combo I was talking about before. Critical hit, thanks to its high critical hit ratio. I probably could use a Giga Drain there to get some HP back, but kind of playing it a little bit safe. Magmar, okay. So 2 members of our team are weak to fire. So not great. I could switch to Cherry. Sorry, I have Cherry out. Switch to Olive. But I don't want it to get a free attack against Olive, because if it like gets a crit, or if it knows, I don't know what it would know that would possibly be super effective against Olive. I guess no, can't learn Thunderbolt. Only Magmar targets learn Thunderbolt. And it wouldn't use it against Cherry anyway. I don't know. So I really just don't want to switch to my one Pokemon that has the best shot against Magmar. Let's play it safe and just leave Cherry in. Fire Punch will probably be a knockout, but we'll see. If it's not, they should do a lot of damage. It is a knockout, yeah. Alright, it's okay, Cherry, so we are 2-2 now. That might have been a really big mistake. Maybe I should have saved Cherry for later, but sometimes you just gotta go with your gut and really hope that Air Slash hits. It's faster. Okay, that's not good at all. I am very worried now. Okay, didn't get burned. So if we were faster, we could flinch it. Oh, I thought that would happen. I was thinking it would survive with just a little bit. The Landsap Berry, what does that do? Plus attack? I don't even know, but I don't like it at all. Will-O-Wisp. Okay, we're burned, but I'd rather take that than a Oh, Pump. That means it increases its critical hit ratio. So I'd rather take that than a critical hit Fire Punch. So I'm totally okay with that. Because Olive is not a physical attacker, so Burn does not have your... Well, it does have to have your attack stat, but it doesn't really matter. Croconaw. Ooh, this is tempting. Do I keep going for Air Slash, or do I switch out for and reset my choice specs for Grass Knot? I'm just not sure how heavy Croconaw is. It looks fairly heavy, but it might be like a base 60 power, in which case Air Slash, I guess, isn't as good, but I don't know. In the interest of time. Okay, good. One shot. Nicely done, Olive. That one was a little bit scary. That Magmar was a definite threat to my team. If it had gone for Fire Punch instead of Will-O-Wisp and gotten the crit, he probably would have won the game there. Alright, number 5. 2 more to go, and then Palmer. If I do happen to lose against one of these guys, I'll just grind through another 18 battles, whatever it is, off screen, and then come back. But let's really hope that doesn't happen. Okay, so Mantine is a grass and water type, but I don't think it can really learn that many flying moves. Maybe bounce. So it should be even against my grass attacks. And I don't think it can really deal super... It might know Ice Beam. Agility. Okay, so that's better than Ice Beam, I guess, but it could still... Now it could be faster, and it could be using, like, Ice Beam. So this could still be very bad. Supersonic. Okay, that's not a great attack. I think it only has, like, a 55% accuracy chance, and luckily we did not get hit, because that would have been really annoying, so... We are getting a little bit lucky in some of these fights, but I'm totally okay with that. I'd rather use my luck now than against Palmer. Alright, Octillery might have like Ice Beam, or Aurora Beam or something, or Icy Wind, but I don't think it's going to survive this Seed Bomb. I was wrong. That's okay though. Thunder Wave. Luckily, you guys I'm sure remember what Cherry is holding. And there it is. Good old Lumberry. Very useful berry. Used to see it quite a bit in competitive battling. Now there's just so many better items though. Seeing it is rare. And the metagame now is less about like frail sweepers than it used to be in say Gen 4. Electabuzz is probably faster, not sure what it wants to do. It might know Fire Punch, but at this point he only has one Pokemon left, and apparently it does not know Fire Punch, or it probably would have used it. So yeah, Switch is not going to do that much damage. Base 60 doesn't get Stab. Earthquake on the other hand might be a one-shot. Against Electivire probably not, but against Electabuzz, even though I don't get Stab, it should do a lot of damage. Yeah. Good job, Cherry. Alright, we are making good, speedy progress here. You're just Shellos? I have no idea what that means. That's the weirdest insult I've seen in a very long time. Oh, jealous, I guess? He's probably trying to say jealous. Like, it's a... Okay, I get it. That's really stupid. For whatever reason, I'm just really annoyed by, like, words like that. I don't know. But, when people call things that aren't the name of the thing, but it's slightly different. Like, you're jelly instead of jealous. What? Just say jealous. Like, that's just dumb. Okay. So, we are going to definitely switch out here, because Cherry is weak to Pidgeot, and Steelix is a very safe switch-in. Pidgeot, I don't think can learn close combat, at least not in this gen. Wish I stayed in for the Sand Attack, because I could have gotten a free attack off and it might have hit, but obviously I had no way of knowing that Pidgeot was going to use Sand Attack. We do know Ice Fang. The question is, Iron Tail might... Yeah, Iron Tail will do more. 150 versus 130. But this has 75% accuracy, this has 95. So let's go with Ice Fang. Plus Ice... Well, actually it's less than that in both cases now because of the Sand Attack, but still. If it uses one more Sand Attack, I might switch. Oh, it's going to switch on me. Interesting. Cloyster. Alright, very interesting. And now our accuracy is very low. So I imagine Cloyster is going to use a water attack and not an ice attack, because ice is neutral against Steelix, being weak, ground is weak to ice, steel resists it. So unless Cloyster calls my bluff and uses a water attack and uses an ice attack, this should be a good switch in. Spikes, okay. I'm okay with Spikes. There won't be too much switching in this battle, so it's not the end of the world. Now Cloyster has a sky-high defense stat, so let's go with Giga Drain. I believe it'll do more damage. Obviously it's a very complicated equation, so I'm not going to do that in my head, but my gut tells me it will. Like, I think Cloyster's very high defense will more than make up for the lower base power of Giga Drain, and the fact that Cherry has a lower special attack. Okay, so we are back where we started. It might use Sand Attack again, but if it does, so what? We're at least now one Pokemon up. And even if I can't hit Pidgeot very often, it can't do that much to me. Leftovers would actually be a really good item for Steelix, but I'd rather go with the Pasha Berry. And it's already served us pretty well. Alright, Ice Fang it is. We aren't faster, so we can't get a flinch. All the Fang moves, or all the elemental Fang moves can flinch, but they can also freeze, burn, or paralyze, depending on which one they are. Relicanth, okay. Relicanth takes even damage from steel attacks. It is rock and water. Just as Cloyster would have, being ice and water. Let's just play it really safe, get rid of that accuracy boost. I don't know what Relicanth is going to do. It might use like a Head Smash, which could do a lot of damage to Cherry, maybe even be the knockout after the spikes. Water Pulse, so it might confuse me, but otherwise this should be a one-shot, or my next move should be a one-shot. And we did not get the confusion. Relicanth is doubly weak to grass, and obviously I get stabbed, so Let's use Giga Drain and heal up some HP while I'm at it. I feel like these battles are just the right amount of intensity. Like, they're very easy to narrate because of that. The more I think about it, the more I'm kind of excited to maybe do some Battle Frontier videos, but if I do, it won't be for a little while yet. Okay, at this point, it's just Pidgeot, so we might as well stay in. And maybe it'll use Sand Attack again, in which case we'll have a chance to get a Body Slam. Now he goes for the Wing Attack, when the Steelix switch would have been better. So it looks like we won't fall to 2 Wing Attacks since it has a low base power and Cherry has a pretty good defense. Depends on the damage spread, but it would have to be a very wide spread. Okay, there we go. The same amount of damage twice by the looks of it, and maybe we'll get lucky and paralyze Pidgeot. Nope, not quite. So Cherry will probably faint here, and that's okay. Cherry did a great job, and now we get a free switch in to Steelix, who will take some spikes damage. Does add up after a while, but still. It's not that much. I'm happily going to take it. I'm very tempted to use Explosion here, but what I really don't want to happen is for Pidgeot to use Sand Attack and then Explosion to miss. So let's go with Ice Fang. Facade is a little more powerful than Wing Attack, base 70 to base 60, and they both get stab, since Pidgeot's normal and flying, but it still won't do much damage to a Steelix, who has a sky-high defense stat. Pidgeot probably should have used Sand Attack there, just to hope for some major hacks, and could have won. Hacks in this context being HAX, which is just like a gamer term for luck. Often excessive luck. Oh, we're already at the Frontier Brain, very nice. He sees your skill and he'd like to challenge you to a battle. Are you ready to battle the Tower Tycoon? Yep, let's do it. I guess record is your last match, and rest means take a break. Hi, my name's Palmer. I heard a lot about you. You are Joe from New Barktown, right? You are much younger than I thought. So I'd like you to show me. Show me the bond you've built with your Pokemon. Show me what you've learned through battles with trainers. Here we go. Joe versus Tower Tycoon Palmer, the battle we've been waiting for. Alright, so let's see if I was right that this will be easier than our previous battles. That Magmar one was the one that came closest to winning. So he does lead with Rhyperior. I chose to lead with Cherry through all these battles because Cherry is good against 2 of his 3 Pokemon, which if you watched last episode, then you are probably aware of. So Rhyperior is the reason we have Giga Drain. Even though Cherry's attack stat is higher, this is kind of like a Cloyster scenario where Rhyperior has a very low special defense and a very high defense, so I'm almost positive that Giga Drain will do more damage. The question is, will it be a one-hit knockout? It's possible this Rhyperior has the ability Filter, which reduces the damage it takes from super effective attacks. Crit, so I'm pretty sure it would have been one shot anyway. Even with Filter, it would have depending on how it's trained. But it does have the Focus Sash, or the Focus Band rather, so it had a chance to survive that. If it was Focus Sash, it definitely would have survived, like Derek's Houndoom had. Alright, so Dragonite is the reason we brought Steelix. It is a very hard counter to it. My Steelix, well, not in general necessarily, because Dragonite can learn like Flamethrower, Fire Punch, or Earthquake, but his Dragonite knows Thunder Wave, Dragon Dance, Aerial Ace, and Dragon Claw. So this is like an ideal matchup. It can Dragon Dance all it wants to. Eventually it'll do enough damage to start making some dents in Steelix, even though he resists both of his attacks. But because Dragonite only knows those 2 attacks, and they're both fairly low base power 80 and base power 60, there's just not a lot this Dragonite is ever going to do to my Steelix. He would have to get like really lucky with a bunch of Ice Fangs missing to do anything. But even a crit here probably won't do half of my HP. Yeah, it did more than I thought, because Dragonite is a very strong Pokemon. Like I said, he's my favorite for a reason. Has a cool sprite in this game too. Some of the sprites I like better than others. This is one of the ones I like. The ones where he's midair tend to be a little odd looking in my opinion. And Melodic. So Melodic is the reason that Steelix has the Pasho Berry. I probably can't survive 2 Surfs or whatever it wants to do. And none of my moves are very effective against it anyway except Explosion. So that's the reason I have Explosion. Let's go out with a bang. So normally I would not survive Surf, but as long as it's not a crit, I think my Pasho Berry will allow Steelix to survive and do a lot of damage in return with Explosion. Oh, come on! Oh, even with the Pasho Berry, wow. feel like if I hadn't taken that Dragon Claw, then that might have been better, but... Alright, luckily, Steelix was our weakest Pokemon against Melodic. I think we're faster. Melodic has a very average speed stat, and I would imagine if you're going to EV train a Melodic, you usually don't EV train it in speed, you usually train it in its defensive stats. Hypnosis, which would be really bad, but as you guys know, I have the Lumberry, so yeah, we really came super prepared for this matchup. There was just like nothing Palmer could have done. So he's a very tough trainer, but if you have the right preparation, then he's actually not too difficult to beat. Do I feel a little guilty about not using my real team here? Maybe. Like, I don't know how Leo would have done against that Dragonite, how it would have compared speed-wise. Or if Dragonite would have gone for a Thunder Wave, and if my Ice Beam would have been a 1-hit KO, I really don't know. Tyranitar also would have been a pretty good matchup, but I didn't want to bring Tyranitar, because I didn't want to accidentally buff his Rhyperior special defense, since it is also Rock type. Nah, already have this video. Alright, and we have some BP, yay! Very nice, and that was a nice quick run too. I thought that would take longer. Glad to not, because that'll give us time to do a few more quick things before I end the episode. And we got the silver print, very nice. Okay, let's, saving. I like how they get ribbons too, so you can know which Pokemon you've used to defeat the Tower Tycoon. It'd be impressive to have like a Magikarp at level like 5, because then you know that you, oh, a trophy too. Nice. Not sure what that's for, because I don't think you can really decorate here, but okay. Hi Joe, it's Aaron, how are you doing? But, oh, wow, Ratchet got away. Bye-bye. Okay, great. Let me just scroll down here. So as you guys can see, I have gotten a number of gym leaders' phone numbers throughout this week, mainly today actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it is, as you can see, Saturday. And really, most of the gym leaders, you can get their phone numbers on any day of the week. It's just a time thing. So what I really needed was just one day where I'm not working, in other words, Saturday, where I could kind of just go through and get all their phone numbers as the time hits. So I did wake up early this morning, like 9 o'clock, to get prices. Then I went back to bed until it was like 1 o'clock, because it's Saturday. I'm going to sleep in, right? But, you know, anything for you guys. So the last thing I want to do is just grab 2 more phone numbers. I figure I'll go ahead and do that on screen, since we do have a few more minutes. So let's switch out Olive for Ho-Oh. And we will fly to find, let's see, I think we can find Misty and who's the other one? I think Janine. Let me just double check that real quick. Well, you know what? By the time I check it, we might as well just check in game. So Janine hangs out at the Pokemon League gate every day from 4 to 6, bringing food to her father, Koga, which is kind of nice. It's cool they put a little bit of thought too into where all these trainers kind of hang out. Makes the gym leaders seem a little more like characters when you can find them out in the real world. Where is she? Don't be a rival battle. Is she not here? Am I mistaken? I don't see her anywhere. You guys see her anywhere? Maybe she's outside? Here's the guy with the Abra who teleports you. She could be downstairs, I guess. Probably not, but we can check while we're here. Nope, just wanted to rule it out. Huh. It is definitely before 6 p.m. 4 to 6 p.m. on a Saturday. I actually have the chart right there. Jasmine... Not Jasmine. Janine. Pokemon League... Oh, Reception Gate. Oh. Gotcha. That's not what this is. This is the Reception Gate. Oh, you can fly there. Huh. I don't think I knew that. Hopefully Ho doesn't hit one of these archways on its way up. Good. Very expert flying, Ho-Oh. Alright, this is the Reception Gate. Yep, okay. So, now let me read her text before I keep talking. There she is. Guess she's supposed to make it through Victory Road. I'm on the way to my dad's house to give him his lunch. Oh, I guess he has a house up there. The Elite Four has no time to rest, day or night. It's such hard work, you know? Say, you want to exchange numbers? Yes, please. Alright, number 9. I've also already been able to call 3 trainers, and they're waiting in the gym. Monday around noon, I will do that. Oh, noon just means daytime, so I can probably do it when I get home from work. I'll just have to make sure I don't stay late at work on Monday. Alright, and the other one we want is Misty, who I believe is hanging out at Cerulean Cape, as she does. Hopefully she's not on another date. It is Saturday, so quite possible, but we'll see. So what I was saying before was, it would have been really cool to bring my real team against the Frontier Brains, but at the same time, as I've mentioned, I really think of the Frontier Brains more as a means to an end than an end itself. The end, in more ways than one, is I'm considering the Gym Leader rematches and the Elite Four rematches and the other tough battles to come. That's what I've really been building this team for in my mind, these really tough in-game battles. And because the Battle Frontier is all about like EV training and it's not really based on levels or anything, I really don't think of it as like the same way I would a Gym Leader battle in-game. So if I was going to really face them and give it my best, then I would train up that team like I was talking about. Alright, Misty, there you are. I love the sunset here. It gives me the courage to go on, you know? Right. Why don't we exchange numbers? Alright, got Misty's number. Give me a call on Wednesday morning if you want another battle with me. Yeah, so I'll have to do it before I go to work, but I can probably manage that. Well, alright guys, that's 10 phone numbers done in 3 matches. I don't know what we're going to do when we come back. We do have some Pokemon to catch still, maybe like the legendary birds. I might do that as I wait to get a few more phone numbers. I could do 4 gym leaders. Well, no, I don't know if I could or not. I could do 3. I'm not sure if that'll be enough to make a whole episode or not. It probably would be, but it depends how tough they are. But I will give that some thought. When we come back... Oh, you know what? Before we go on, let me just test something that I keep forgetting to do. And that is the GB sounds, which is a key item, not the radio. Bag, key items. Here we go. Use. Oh, that's cool. So it goes back into like 8-bit mode. I'm just gonna walk around a while and listen to it. I'm kind of tempted to put that on my one of my key bindings, but you only get 2. I guess I shouldn't complain that you get 2, because that's more than we used to have, but that'd be so cool to just listen to the music as we go through Kanto. I don't know why they wait to give it to you until this point in the game. It's like, I've already been through Kanto now. But it would have been great to have as we went through. I definitely would have used it more often. I love all the old game music. But alright, I think that's good for this episode. I'm going to get some dinner, and then I might play some more tonight. Maybe catch some legendaries. We'll see what we feel like doing. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the Battle Tower. I'll also be doing more Battle Tower and Battle Frontier grinding off screen, because I do want to get Rod his Earthquake move before we face the gym leaders. So I'll work on that. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon.